Today's character breakdown thus for 11 is Sniper S from Season 2 of the Squid Game, Duality, Masks, and Lost Humanity. Kang No-il is more than just a sniper wearing a triangle mask. She is the embodiment of the tragedy of a person torn between duty and conscience, between survival and humanity. Her story begins in the dark. The night, the car, the scattered amitriptyline pills. The antidepressants she swallows by the handful are not just medicine. They are an attempt to dull the pain of a refugee, a mother, a soldier. Each pill is like a nail in the coffin of her emotions. Next to it is a photograph of her family, her husband and child, left behind in North Korea. This picture is her curse and her salvation. It reminds her of what she lives for and at the same time torments her with the specter of not being able to return. Her double life is a metaphor for her split identity. By day, she works in the park as an animator dressed as a bunny, handing out candy to children. By night, she becomes a sniper killing participants in the Squid Game. In the hair costume, she endures the infernal heat without removing her mask so as not to destroy the children's faith in the fairy tale. But when a girl, the daughter of artist Ken Sok, gives her a drawing of a hare and a child holding hands, No-il throws it into the fire. It's not just a gesture of despair, it's a ritual of self-destruction. To become the perfect weapon, she must burn the last remnants of her soul. But the system in which she exists turns out to be more cynical than her calculations. The murders in the games are not a mission of mercy as she was promised, but part of a show for the rich where death is turned into entertainment. The number 11 is not a random code. In numerology, it is the number of balance between chaos and order, destruction and creation. Her inner conflict is between false hope, her son is alive and will be found, and the truth. She has been kept on the hook of lies for 7 years. The officer who recruited her utters a key phrase. "I got you out of the hospital. You should be grateful." But gratitude here is synonymous with slavery. He has turned her maternal pain into a weapon and her son into a phantom reward. When she realizes that her noble role is a cover for torture and corruption, rebellion becomes inevitable. She disobeys orders, killing victims quickly and without agony as her silent protest. Her sniper rifle, always hitting head or heart, becomes a tool not of the system but of her personal ethics. Ken Seok, the Nastarbahu 46, is her mirror. He steps in to save his daughter, repeating her path of self-sacrifice. Their meeting in the park is no coincidence. She follows him, learns of his debts, his child's illness, and in her eyes is not curiosity but pain. When he becomes a target in the games, her shooting him isn't just murder. It's an act of redemption. Perhaps she sees herself in him, a desperate parent, and gives him an easy death, as she would like to receive herself. But there is a hint that she didn't kill him. The camera doesn't show the wound at the moment of the shot, and the silhouette of the gunman resembles her frail figure. If this is true, Ken Seok will become her secret ally in Season 3, and his death will be the beginning of their shared rebellion. The masks in her life are not costumes. They are layers of lies under which she buries herself. The hair costume is an attempt to return to the innocence she lost killing border guards while escaping North Korea. The sniper mask is a symbol of her current role. The triangle is a sign of a hierarchy where she is a cog. But even when the masks are removed, her face remains as stony as a game maker's. 1. It's not a lack of emotion, it's a consequence of amitriptyline and years of repressed pain. It's only in the scene with the detective where she, sobbing, begs to find her son that the mask cracks. Her tears are the one thing the system couldn't take away. The screenwriters weave political subtext into her story. Her escape across the border is an allegory of Korea's division. In order to survive, she has to sacrifice her family. Her son, left behind in the north, is a symbol of all the ties broken by the war. Her talent as a sniper, a natural gift, is a curse that has made her the perfect weapon for both sides of the conflict. Even in South Korea, she does not gain her freedom, only a change in the form of slavery. Her rebellion against the officer is a key twist. "It's not me who's changed, it's you," he quips. But she parries. I follow the regulations. You change the rules. It's her manifesto. Even in hell, you can retain a grain of morality. Her leaving the office is not a defeat. It's the first step to resistance. When she is attacked by the officer's underlings, she fights back, but she realizes that she can't break the system alone. Her strength isn't in bullets, it's in knowledge. She knows how the games work, where the cameras are hidden, who steals the organs of the dead. This information is her trump card in the future war. Meeting Song Gi-hun is the spark of a future alliance. On the stairs, their gazes cross for a second. Gi-hun, who became a mask after the first season, is her reflection. He too has lost his family. He too hates the games, but he fights differently. If she is a quiet saboteur, he is an outspoken revolutionary. In Season 3, they could be perfect allies. He blows up the system from the outside, she from the inside. Her sniper skills will come in handy not for assassinations, but for pinpoint strikes. For example, disabling generators or killing corrupt guards. Her room in the barracks is another symbol. Bare walls, no personal belongings, as if she had erased herself from reality. But if you look closely, there's a burnt corner of that girl's drawing lying in the corner. She couldn't burn it completely, as if there's hope even in her icy soul. Perhaps in Season 3, that drawing will become her talisman, and the girl will become the key to redemption. Saving Ken-suk's child could be her substitute for saving her own son. Ken-sok's death, if staged, is her ticket to resistance. Imagine she smuggles him out of the games, hides him, and later uses his knowledge as an artist to create fake documents or hack into systems. Her bare-walled room could be filled with tunnel diagrams, guard schedules, casualty lists, everything you need for a revolution. Her character's philosophy is rooted in the question, is it possible to remain human while doing the inhuman? She kills, but to take away the pain. She lies, but to survive. Her tragedy is that the system leaves no room for nuance. You're either the executioner or the victim, but she's trying to balance on the edge like her number 11. This number symbolizes not only duality, but also a threshold between life and death, hope and despair. Every shot she takes is a step into the abyss, but everyone she saves, even at the cost of deception, is an attempt to get out. In the Season 2 finale, she is the gun on the wall that goes off in the climax. Her cold calculation and hidden pain make her unpredictable. She can become an antagonist, killing Gi-hun on orders, or a hero, sacrificing herself for his plan. But it's most accurate if her shot destroys not a person, but a symbol, like the game's main computer, or the officer who turned her into a slave. Bottom line, Kang No-il is the most multifaceted character of Season 2. She's neither victim nor villain. She is a product of a system that refused to become its face. Her story is a challenge to the viewer. What are you willing to do for the ones you love? And where is the line beyond which the savior becomes the executioner? Her son may be long dead, but it is that ghostly hope that makes her alive. In a world where humanity is a luxury, her tears are rebellion. Her gunshots are a prayer. And her mask is the last shield behind which hides a woman who still believes she'll ever hear the word mom.